Good day, fractionators. In this lesson, you will learn how to look at a picture of an improper fraction and mixed number and write it in standard form by determining the number of pieces in one whole and the number of pieces being described. There are some important things that you already know that will help you in today's lesson. You already know that the improper fraction is just a fraction that represents values between two whole numbers, 0 and 1. You also know that a mixed fraction is another way to write an improper fraction. In other words, they have a value greater than 1. You also know that writing an improper fraction from a picture requires you to identify the denominator, the number of pieces in one whole. And the numerator, the number of pieces being described. Writing a mixed number is exactly the same, except here you will have to be extra careful with your denominator. And remember that the denominator is the number of pieces it takes to just make one. There are many ways that I can represent a fraction with a value greater than 1. A mixed number and an improper fraction represent two ways to express the standard or number form. They are just written in different ways. I can also see a mixed number and an improper fraction as a picture. Writing the fractions from a picture helps me remember why mixed numbers and improper fractions are two ways to write the same thing. Let's look at a picture of a mixed number and improper fraction and write it in both standard forms. In the picture, I see two circles with 4 pieces where all the pieces are shaded in, and an extra circle with 3 out of 4 pieces shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in one circle. Makes it a whole. You know that these 4 total pieces in each circle will represent your denominator, because the denominator is the number of pieces in one whole. From there are 2 ways to write this fraction. The first is to recognize that the 2 entire circles, 1, 2, are completely shaded, and that the third circle has 3, 1, 2, 3 pieces. So that will give you 2 3/4. The other way is to see how many total pieces are being described and write it as a numerator. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 total pieces. That would be my numerator, and I know that since there are 4 pieces in each circle, that would represent my denominator. So therefore, I have 11 quarters, or 11 over 4. Therefore, 2 3/4 and 11 quarters are the mixed number and improper fraction described by my picture. Both represent the same value. In the second example, you will notice that we have 2 complete circles colored, giving me my whole number of 2. Secondly, you will know that there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces shaded in my third circle, giving me my numerator. And because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces per circle, you will notice that those 5 pieces show me this is my denominator. If you were to write this as an improper fraction, you would count up the total number of pieces to show your numerator, which we would have 5 and 5, making 10, and 4 more for 14. And we've learned that the total pieces in one picture, in one of these circles, is 5, being our denominator. So in a quick review of our mixed numbers, we've learned that a numerator is the number of pieces being described. The denominator is the number of pieces it takes to make just one whole. And both a improper fraction and a mixed number represent a number that is greater than 1. Let's look at a real-life problem. You order 4 pizzas with 8 pieces in each. All but 3 pieces are crossed out. In other words, all have been eaten except for 3 pieces. We have to determine how much pizza was eaten. Looking at the picture on the next slide, write it in standard form, your answer, as a mixed number and an improper fraction. Remember, both these fractions mean the same thing. Good luck, fractionators. As you can see here in the picture, there are slices that have been X'd out. Those X'd out means the pieces that have been eaten. Please write a fraction as an improper fraction and a mixed number showing the number of pieces that have been eaten. Thank you.